Alright, and hello everybody, I'm the Sweeper27, and welcome to another Dokkan battle video. We are now tackling Beast Gohan, Stage 8, the final fight in the original Supreme Magnificent Battle Spectacle over here on the global version. We're rocking the superheroes team yet again, just because it's been very safe throughout all these videos. And I am going to try to go into this with the mindset of getting a no-item run. I am a little bit worried, though. There are 2 units on this team who could potentially get caught. Actually, 3, I suppose, with the lock. If you don't know, this guy actually has a guaranteed lock in his final form. Now, I would be a little bit worried about Orange Piccolo getting locked. I would be worried about 18 and Krillin getting locked. In the Blue Boys Evokin, I would be worried about all 3 of those units getting locked. So this could potentially be the first time that we actually have to bust out items, or potentially we may just need to change up the team a little bit. Like, we could maybe bring, like, STR UI, because he would also have type advantage. He could maybe tank it a little bit better than some of these other units. I don't know. I'm just going to dive into this, assuming we're going to be fine. We do have 3 team protection abilities, that being the Orange Piccolo transformation, the Beast Gohan transformation, and the Gogeta transformation. So we have several ways that we can protect our team, but the first 2 stages of this fight don't really look too scary. So we have Gohan just normal. I hate how Dokkan calls superhero Gohan Team Gohan still. That's a bit of a pet peeve of mine, but in his base form, he only has 50,000 HP, and his super attack is only 840. Like, that's not even a problem at all, even with him getting an extra 30% attack. In his Ultimate Gohan form, he does get 30% defense as well. He's at 70,000 HP, and he has 1.5 for his super attack effect. But then once we get into Beast, he has 100 million HP. His super attack effect is 2.45, and he gets the extra 30% for the 1 turn. It's a guaranteed stun, and he's locking, and you can't debuff him. So he has a lot of tricks up his sleeve. I think, actually, do I want to float Orange Piccolo on this rotation? We'll keep Orange Piccolo around. That way Beast will look a little bit better. On this upcoming turn, yeah, no, we're fine. I don't know what I'm trying to think of, like, how I want to, like, organize my team, because I gotta, like, kind of play a little bit of 5D chess. I need to always have one of my team protection abilities on each rotation, and I'm gonna have to float Gogeta on this upcoming turn, so maybe we'll float Orange Piccolo the turn after. Actually, I don't know if that's, I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to play around this, because I do have abilities that outright just destroy what this guy is doing. Like, outright just removing that ability, being afraid of the lock, and being afraid of that stun. Obviously, Gogeta, he has the best team protection ability out of all of them, because he has the guaranteed dodge. That's also going to build him up. I would say it's actually better than what Orange Piccolo is doing at this point, because Orange Piccolo, it's just, you watch 2+ minutes of animations that do next to no damage, even though mine basically has a full crit build. He's at 15 crit, so each attack has a 30% chance to crit. It is pretty rare, I would say, to see him do any sort of even decent damage by these days' standards. Like, this isn't the Metal Cooler Core Red Zone anymore, where, like, the Orange Piccolo transformation would melt 2 or 3, maybe even 4 health bars off. If you're lucky, you'll get 1. It's just kind of crazy how, like, all the different HP standards have been moving up throughout the year, but I mean, it makes sense. We need more difficult content. All things considered, yeah, I definitely think we do float off Gogeta here. Gogeta won't get a stack, which I think I'm fine with. I think I actually want to do this. That way we can float off Orange Piccolo on this next turn, just in case, like, he were to get locked in slot 1. We could still do the Orange Piccolo, but then I could do the Orange Piccolo and then I can move him. That's correct. So I could put, like, a unit like SSBE into slot 1 instead. Alright, that's 3 hits. So he's been hit 3 times, so just 2 more hits and we'll have a revive. Have we revived at all during any of these showcases? I don't think that we have. I mean, I guess that just kind of goes to show the dominance of this team. Like, right now, we didn't get, like, his full passive up, and obviously he doesn't have, like, all his links activated. But just looking at the amount of damage SSBE is still doing with, like, a 5 million super attack effect. Alright, he's been hit 4 times. Ladies and gentlemen, we might actually have a revive in our back pocket. We might actually get to see a revive activate, which is very, very clutch. And we are lucky enough that we are actually going to be able to get a stack with Gogeta, which is pretty good. Obviously, like, it's not like the biggest deal if you don't get a stack, because most of the time, if you're not dodging in your blue form, you are just pretty much dead. Alright, now, I don't know how many of my characters actually have beam supers on this turn. I maybe should have thought about that. Also, there's a lot of attacks in that final slot there, so Orange Piccolo is going to get built up, which is ideal. Do I want to do this? Because he doesn't do anything he doesn't do anything special or tricky in this form, so we can do this. We can collect all of these orbs with AGL MUI. That is a 24 key. He does have his guaranteed dodge turn on this rotation. and we can give these orbs. Just building up the Dokkan attack, I don't think that's really going to, like, play a factor in this, but just by having the Dokkan attack up, that is nice. Obviously, by getting Beast to get hit first, he's going to have that extra crit and that extra damage on this attack right here, and this unit super is going to be an attack break as well. Things are going pretty well so far. Things are going pretty well. Again, his 2 base forms are a little bit squishy. I'm not really worried about what any of them are offering. Like, potentially this fight could be stalled out a little bit if he does, like, if any of these characters do have beam supers. I don't think so. Like, maybe SSBE's 18 key would be a beam, or stuff like that, but I mean, Krillin and 18, I think theirs is probably definitely a what is it, a beam super, because they launch just like the Ki Blast and the Destructo Disc. Orange Piccolo's might, like his 18 key might, because it is just like the Makonko Sapo, so I don't know. This fight could drag itself out a little bit, but, like, I don't think we're in, like, any sort of trouble. He is only launching a 1.5 again. Even if we give him that extra 30%, he's barely touching the 2 million point, if at all. And 2 million is not enough to even, like, scratch or put a dent into any of these characters. So, like, I'm not really afraid. By any standards, I'm not really afraid of this phase. Like, look at his health just absolutely melting away. We might honestly be going a little bit too fast. If, like, we do get caught, it could be potentially because we are actually moving quite quick here. I'm trying to think. Okay, here's where the super is. It is on Orange Piccolo, the unit who's going to eat it the worst, but he does still have his guard and his type advantage and his 20% damage reduction, but he hasn't been hit a whole lot, so yeah, I mean, only 156, like, that's not really, that's nothing, and now Orange Piccolo is essentially, no, he is basically fully built up. Perfect. Now this may be a little bit risky, but I actually am going to float off Krillin and 18, which means that they do have the chance of being locked into slot 1, but we do have Beast on this upcoming rotation, and then the turn following that, we'll have Gogeta, because I think we'll keep Gogeta into slot 2, we'll float off AGL MUI, and now we do have the revive in our back pocket on this rotation, so we are just as safe as we could possibly be. We have 3 team protection abilities, we have a revive, there's absolutely nothing that could be going wrong. Is this a beam? I would be surprised if it weren't. It is a beam. Alright, so yeah, boom. Does 0 damage, would have been a crit, doesn't even matter, because he's definitely dead on this turn, there's no way he's living. So that's pretty good. So we're going into this turn, so we're going to be able to transform into Gogeta. If Gogeta gets locked into slot 1, I mean, that would suck, but then we can just pop the Beast. Beast will get stunned, unfortunately, but I don't think that's, like, the biggest deal out there, because Gogeta and MUI will still be able to put a hurting and a half on this kid's health bar. Beast would obviously do the most because he does have the type advantage, he does have the crit, and he's just one of the most offensively potent units just like in the history of forever. Alright, I kind of need these guys to give me supers if I want to kill this turn, which would be... This will definitely kill, because I got them to 24, so this is a guaranteed crit. Oh, just barely living. Oh, it doesn't even matter, the normal kill. Let's go. Alright, turn 5. Turn 5, we're ending into this stage. Now, I would prefer... Actually, I don't know what I would prefer. Let's see what the damage is. He does lock Gogeta into slot 1. Which isn't bad, I think, do I want to go ahead and just pop the MUI active skill? I don't think that there's a reason not to, so let's just go ahead and do this. Get some nice, decent damage on him. Almost took out a full health bar by himself, which is kind of crazy. So that's going to be 24 for you. Again, unfortunately, I'm pretty sure this guy always super attacks in slot 1. Like, his first attack in the turn is a super, because he does have a very, like, short cooldown. He has a cooldown of 5. So... more likely than not, Beast is going to be stunned here, which isn't ideal, but I would rather just have, like, the guaranteed survive than play around with having a 70% chance to dodge. I mean, it is only 2 attacks, I suppose. But yeah, I mean, it was right there. So Beast isn't going to be doing anything on this turn, but we don't have to worry about potentially not dodging. We're going into this turn, we have Orange Piccolo, and just for whatever reason another unit were to get caught, we do still have that revive. We're going to enter the next attacking turn, we're going to have Gogeta's active skill, where every unit is going to be at their peak performance, because none of them are going to get hit. This guy isn't going to get hit, obviously he's, no, he's not going to get any dodges beforehand, so we might have to put him into slot 3, assuming he doesn't get locked. If we do that, he would get a lot of dodges as well, then all of his attacks would be the guaranteed crit, so he could be way more offensively impressive than he is right now. I do kind of love and hate that ability. Like, dodging obviously is, like, a pretty decent way to get built up, but it is very reliant on, like, the boss. It's, like, the same thing with, like, getting hit. It's not always the most consistent where you put him, and if you do an ability, like another team protection ability, he's not going to be able to dodge at all, missing out on all of those extra abilities that he would have that would come in tandem with it. But we are doing pretty comparable damage here, even without Beast. Like, we took down 1 health bar, missed the 77% chance again. I feel like I miss that all the time. Do I want to revive and just save the Orange Piccolo active skill? I think I actually do. I think I just want to revive here. I don't really see a reason not to. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do this. We'll play for the revive, and I guess we can also see kind of how like Orange Piccolo will do in a situation like this. We'll float off the blue boys, because again, I would be worried about them getting stuck into slot 1. So I'm not really too worried about any of this. I mean, he's eating it pretty comparably. Is he actually going to get to... No, that was Beast Super. Okay, I was about to say, is he going to actually be able to pull off a super attack here? This will do... yeah, we're dead. But that doesn't even matter. This is the first time that we are seeing a revive. And if you're wondering why I didn't go ahead and pop the active skill there, I'm going to wait until AGL MUI is on the rotation with him. That way he would be a little bit more offensively crazy. Then we can pop the Orange Piccolo active skill. We can put this guy into slot 1. We can put AGL MUI into slot 2. And then we can float off Orange Piccolo. And then we'll just have like a very powerful Universal Survival Saga rotation that will just pretty much melt this kid's health bar. I don't really see us being in any sort of danger. He is floating off Beast, unfortunately. That sucks. But I don't think that is the biggest deal ever. I think I should do this just in case they get locked in a slot. No. I think we will do this. We'll do this. We'll go ahead and we will pop the active right here. This will do some decent damage, but it's not going to be any crits, unfortunately. He's going to get all of his crit support built up on this rotation. Now, we are in a little bit of a stickier situation now, because if we don't kill on the next rotation, we're going to be coming back in here with Gogeta, the Blue Boys, and 18 and Krillin. So we could actually be in a very bad spot right about here. Because obviously Beast isn't going to be getting any of his extra buffs because he's not going to be getting hit. Again, these team protection abilities, I feel like they almost hurt the superheroes team because so many units want to have like their different buffs being activated by dodging or by getting hit, or by getting hit they get attacked for the turn. But I feel like we still have a very competent chance at winning this. It'll just kind of ultimately come down to how many 24 keys we're going to get on this next rotation. Oh yeah, he does have his damage threshold. I almost completely forgot about that. Once you're in this guy's final phase, unless you do 4 million worth of damage, it actually just becomes 0. So Orange Piccolo's transformation might literally do 0 the entire time. Which would be a little bit silly to see, but we are actually doing some very good damage now that we have Gogeta out here. Again, these are essentially guaranteed crits. I didn't see how many dodges he gets, but I'm pretty sure he only needs 5 dodges, and he gets an extra 100% attack and 100% chance to crit, which is super good. He's about at the halfway health point, and if we are able to get the 24 keys with SSBE and MUI getting all of their crits as well, I feel very comfortable to say that we will be able to destroy this by the time we enter the next rotation. Gogeta is actually so good. Gogeta is so good. I made a tweet a long time ago, right before my phone blew up, where I said, I think Gogeta at 55% kind of sucks, specifically referring to his base form, because at the time, like, the difficult content that I was doing, I didn't really get to see, like, Blue Gogeta too much, but dude, Blue Gogeta actually has, like, that dog in him. He's really freaking good. Oh yeah, no, there's no way in hell we are not killing on this upcoming turn. I almost don't even know if I want to waste my time with the Orange Piccolo transformation. I will just for the sake of getting the run completed, because it would be a little bit embarrassing if we were to die. Yeah, see, that is kind of the worst case scenario right there. So I will go ahead and pop this. We'll move our rotations around, and I will be back in just a couple of minutes, although it'll be like 30 seconds for you guys. Alright, now that was kind of staggering to see that he did actually 0 damage that entire time, but it doesn't even matter. We're going to be able to pop this active skill right here, doing an immense amount of damage, and getting SSB to be able to attack before anything. Like, we don't even have to worry about supers or anything, but yeah, no, this was an easy... Oh, wait, is this a Dokkan attack right here? Ooh! Okay, hold on. See, now I have to show off for you guys that I've never, ever in my life, you can't find any proof on any videos of me fucking up a Dokkan attack literally in the history of forever. Like, look at how slow it's going. Only a buffoon would miss any of those. Boom, perfect. But that was going to be it. I don't know. I feel like Gogeta is actually pretty comfortably much more difficult than that fight. But again, I am using, like, the best team in the game. Like, the only, like, substitution you could really run on this team would be, like, taking off Orange Piccolo, obviously for, like, Beast himself, and then my floating side banner unit for, like, Tech MUI would probably be, like, the most optimal team that you could run over here on the global side of things. But That really was pretty easy. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I guess you could also swap out like Evokin for like the Gammas or some other unit. But very, very easy. And that's also the support memory. So yeah, let's go ahead and collect that. So this is the superheroes support memory. So yeah, let's just give the best team in the game a support memory that just buffs them. Let's go ahead and see what the actual buff is. Superheroes, 10% attack and defense for the rest of battle. And then characters who have Gamma in their name get an extra 2 key for the first 7 turns. Pretty good, pretty good. But that is going to be everything for this time, guys. I've been the Super27. Excuse me. I'm a variety Twitch streamer and an up-and-coming PNG YouTuber trying to make it big in the world. I have a Twitter, a Twitch, a TikTok, and a YouTube. The links to which can all be found in the description of this video. And while you're down there, don't forget to like, subscribe, share me around, and leave me a comment, positive, negative, or indifferent. I would love just any sort of interaction I can get from you guys. And again, if there's anything I can do to help bolster or make these gameplay videos a little bit more enjoyable for you guys, let me know. I do feel like it's kind of fun to see a non-whale perspective on things, even though a lot of these units are rainbowed. Like, I do have, like, very good equips on a lot of them. It's also kind of just fun to see that you don't need to have all your units rainbowed, or you don't need beasts. Like, I know I've been running a friend beast, but, like, this isn't by far the most optimal superheroes run. But I was able to make it work, and you're able to make it work too, as long as you play smart and you know what your units do, and you kind of know what to expect from all these big bosses. I mean, this game, a lot of it comes down to luck, but a lot of it does also come down to knowledge, knowing what your characters can and can't do, and being able to play your pieces right. So I feel like I always have fun doing these, but if there's anything I can do to make the viewing experience a little bit more enjoyable for you guys, please let me know for sure. But I don't know what events we're going to tackle next. I don't know if the next video will be trying to do some of these missions. Like, let's look at some of the missions. So it's beat Stage 6 with an Extreme class team. Beat Stage 7 with Super Bosses. That'll be pretty difficult, not gonna lie. Beat Stage 7 with Powerful Comeback. That'll be easy. Stage 8 with Hybrid Sands. Oh, that will be hard. I can literally only think of Tech Ultimate Gohan. He is the only unit that I think is runnable in this fight. Oh, I'm looking at these options. I mean, Tech Pan is good, I guess. Physical Gotenks, I guess. That's gonna be hard. Okay, that I feel like I didn't see a lot of people talking about that one, but like Hybrid Sands, I feel like would be pretty difficult in that fight. Artificial Life Form, this is a joke. Now, like, I can jump in here with the Artificial Life Form team, the Majin Power team, and I can probably beat that first try, no item. And then beat Stage 8 with a full Extreme Class team of every type. Alright, so we might dive into those. I think we'll probably wait to dive into those, and we'll go ahead, and the other upload for today will be us doing the Supreme Magnificent Battle Universal Survival Saga sort of fights, and we'll kind of see how that goes, because this goes all the way up to Evokin, and Evokin is, as far as I'm aware, the hardest fight on Global right now. That's like the general consensus. Actually, you know what we'll do? We'll fight Cell Max. Cell Max just got his stage, right? That's on the global version of the game? Yeah, dude, we'll fight Cell Max, so look forward to the Cell Max video later today. But yeah, that is going to be all for this time, guys. I've been the Super27. I already did my outro. Yeah, whatever. So, as always, I've been the Super27, and I am signing off.